come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! These groveling weeds! They're trying to trap me in marriage with a gross man. I don't want to get trapped by marriage. Hello. Welcome back to Therapist Plays Silent Hill F. All right, we're back in the real world here, and we're heading to Shu's house with Rinko. Now, I'm not sure what to make of Rinko, because we're getting mixed messages from Hinako's reporting, as in, like, reporting on her perception and what she writes in her journal. Because she says that they're great friends who kind of work through everything, but the framing of our interactions so far has been kind of suspicious. But that's something I find really unique about this game so far, is I'm not actually sure how much of what we're seeing is a rendering of literal experience versus Hinako's perception of things, her internalizations, showing up in the world. It could very well be the case that the entire thing is allegorical, and every single monster and things that we've seen are truly just representations of insecurities. Like a literary reading of this would make me think that, yeah, the monsters and characters are representations of fears. A non-literary but more fantasy story reading would be like, fears are actually turning into reality. So I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet. All I know that is truly real is that Hinako is a fucking beast.
こっちだ。大丈夫か、相棒。化け物につけられてないか。
問題ない。シュウ君っていつまでひな子のこと相棒って呼ぶの？相棒なんて呼び方、小学生の男子みたい。
相棒は相棒さ。俺は相棒を女扱いして。
そうだ。された覚えもない。
立ち話は終わりだ。行くぞ。
Interesting. Keeping with the themes of, like, uncertainty about how attached Hinako wants to be to feminine roles and traits, I think the fact that Shu doesn't treat her like he treats other girls, or how girls are typically treated, is kind of a value add for him. He treats her like a friend and a person first, before sort of like typical gender norms. Most interesting to me is, like, just how separated we are from everyone else in all of these sequences. Like, we are always alone. And again, that could be like literary reading, the actual story being that we're not alone, but the distance between us is meant to capture that for the viewer or reader. But literal fantasy reading, she is truly separated from them because her fear of not being attached to people is creating that distance. Like, I could go either way. I'm curious if the story will actually resolve that note. It does look like we're going back through some areas, and I wanted to check out that lockbox that I couldn't quite figure out before, because I feel like I missed something there. Now, many of you told me that I have your permission to drop the difficulty from hard mode. The thing is I'm pretty stubborn like Hinako, and I'm gonna keep trying with the way things are until I literally can't. You know, what's a little slap here and there from the game? It's nothing that Hinako couldn't take, okay? Look how my girl took a fucking beating. Just ripped the sleeve down. No biggie. God, she's so badass. Okay, let's check out that box. I'm certain there was something I missed here. Yes, there were some eyeballs. Oh, okay, I missed these other drawers. That's what it was. A small, inconspicuous key. Wonder what drawer belongs to. About down here. So I should make sure that I thoroughly investigate all of these sort of interactable items. So yeah, I don't know what that key is for, but we have it. We have it now, which is what's important. Grab some tea. And we can head back out. Just make sure the drawer isn't somewhere up here. Oh, look at that! Detective Brady on the case! Local doctor's note. Even now, the trust given to the long-standing physicians of the Awai family is unshakably strong. When I spoke to the eldest working member of the family at a gathering, I was astonished by their outstanding bounty of knowledge. I love that. I love a good bounty of knowledge. Though, as they discussed the details of their practices with me, I got the hint that they might still be using controlled substances in their treatment. However, I think it best that I look the other way in this situation. While it is now illegal to produce the cloudy rice wine known as toburoku, people across Japan were once free to make it as they needed, perhaps operating within the gray area of legislation between traditional and modern medicine. Has always been the role of local physicians here. So there is also a theme of like Brady getting spooked. That's a theme. But there's also a theme of like sickness, health, fear of sickness. Perhaps just for Hanako, but maybe the ailments of society. There's big ideas everywhere here. Large ideas. Another spook fake out. There was nothing to be spooked about here at all, except this spooky little child. Claw marks. I mean, children in general are pretty spooky, so. What would a video game of my fears look like? My fears made manifest. I don't want to imagine that, actually. The fear of living life without creating something like a family, like maybe missing out on what many people call the greatest experience of their lives, but also the fear of doing that and completely fucking it up for someone, because I know how important developmental psychology is. So there's no condition where I'm not terrified of the idea of child rearing, whether it doesn't happen or it does. That's real fucking horror. Autopsy report. Undetermined cause of death. Body was astonishingly malnourished. And the I love that. Malnourished is already pretty extreme, but it's astonishingly malnourished. And the calvarium had split open, like it had burst from the inside. The cranial bones had been hollowed out and filled with insect eggs, later identified as belonging to various species, including locusts, grasshoppers, crickets. No evidence to suggest that they were put there by human hand. Seemed to be planted by insects naturally. Highly unusual behavior, considering the current harsh winter temperatures. Another corpse to come through with an inexplicable cause of death. At least this one was easier to stomach than case 08. All bodies with unexplainable causes of death are kept secret and swiftly handed over to the police department. In turn, the police department immediately disposes of such bodies without so much as a customary glance. They dispose of them when the cause of death is immediately unexplainable. Additional notes. This man was suspected of blaspheming against religious doctrine. He seemed to bear some kind of grudge against the Inari faith. It's always the same with these strange corpses. After all, there can only be one outcome for not paying reverence to Oinari-san. So that was the thing that Sakuko was talking about, I believe. According to Sakuko, there's been quite the supernatural disturbance around Ibisuke-oka. Something about an ancient god is furious about having their followers stolen from them. We'll come back to that. That was Sakuko. Demon Sakuko. There was something about the Inari, I think. I can't find it. But yes, we actually didn't dig into the Sakuko demon. A monster in the form of a Miko or shrine maiden. It sounds just like Sakuko. It swings around a spiked mace and chain. With each swing, the crisp chime of a bell rings out. Is this actually Sakuko, or is this just a monster pretending to be her? So she is also questioning this. Interesting that there's a little rabbit down there with a similar kind of mace. I mean, we know that Hinako kind of associates people with animals. Oh, there's a little drawing of all of these monsters down in the corner there. It's kind of cute. But some of the dialogue from the Sakuko demon was it was almost even a little bit comedic. It was like, yeah, you're never getting that 500 yen. That's like something that she was concerned about. I lent her 500 yen. She's constantly trying to worm her way out of paying me back. So it's clear to me that like Hinako does not care about the 500 yen. But I think she worries about her friendships. Like, is she concerned that despite us being friends, some minor kind of rift in our relationship, like a little transactional rift, like I'm owed money, would be enough to make someone hateful? Like that the friendship mask that we're close and connected and stable and our bond is like more fragile if something like even minor uproots that. Perhaps that's what she fears is happening with Rinko at a bigger scale. Like, you know, the attraction that she has to Shu could uproot their friendship. Like, to me, it seems that Hinako is untrusting of her own friendships. Maybe that she feels they're not really as strong as they are, or that she could do something to break them very easily. Again, just a kind of insecurity about what it means to be connected to people. Just it's tasty little breadcrumbs of so many interesting things here. There's stuff in this environment as well. Oh, there it was, the spook. Okay, I actually realized that I don't need to fight everything by this point. Wait, no, I'm supposed to go out this way. Go, Hinako! Can these things climb out the window? No. Fucking loser. Actually useless creature. Can't even vault over a simple beam of wood. Stupid fucking creature. Useless. Not even a threat to me. Not even worth rolling my other sleeve up to get a little dirty and greasy with it. Anyways, I'm on my way to fucking Shu's house with my friends. Are they my friends?
相棒、妙な化け物が増えてる気がしないか？
お前の宇宙戦争だって妙な宇宙人がどんどん増えてっただろうが。
ひなこってしゅうくんと話すときは男の子みたいな喋り方だよね。
昔の癖が今も抜けないからかな。
俺たちは幼い頃からの付き合いだからな。
ふん。だから男女の関係にはならなかったってわけ。
今はそんな話をしてる時じゃないぞ。行こう。
Ruthless Rinko. Space Wars was the game. Space Wars wasn't just about fighting evil with laser guns, though. We'd pretend to analyze the enemy by drawing alien sketches. During PE, we'd say that the class was a training camp for the Space Army. I think we played Dolls 2. Right. I think that's when we were training in first aid in order to assist the injured. Interesting. So the doll was this fragile thing to be repaired. I mean, I doubt that Hinaka really took that as much of an insult. She recognizes it intended to be insulting. But I don't think she cares that she's like a bit boyish. Which it didn't read to me as like boyish so much as just friendly. They're pals. But we know that Rinko is like she's pretty typified in the whole like, this is what a woman should be and sound like, and she was trying to elevate those parts of herself more recently. Let's make some offerings here. Or we kind of don't have. I don't have a lot of stuff to offer that I can't justify giving up because we're taking heavy hits out here. In the rose petal blood mist. I hear some creepy crawlies around me though. Catch up with Shu and Rinko. Okay. Let's just make our way. I'm just gonna juke them. Now I've learned these things can't do basic climbing maneuvers. I think they're basically useless to me. This is basically not even a threat. Oh, wait a second. I think this is a dead end. Get juked though. Not that way. They're not worth wasting the durability of my pipe. Especially when they can't even keep up. Fucking losers.
相棒こっちだ
Oh, this thing again. The bloated mass. Didn't even get a startle out of my girl Hinako.
何あれ
やだ気持ち悪い
あいつらまさかあの気持ち悪いので街を飲み込む気なのか
化け物が多すぎる
迂回しよう街を突っ切るのは危険すぎる
私たちの千鶴やどうしてこんな
中学校の方へ向かってそこから山道を登ろうだいぶ遠回りになるが街は避けられる
Nodding along.
行こう
He makes good points. That shoe. What do we got here? Middle school. This is the middle school that I attended. It was built when the town was financially well off during the dam construction, so the beautiful facilities are at odds with the rest of the dull buildings in town. I think I met Rinko during my first year here. I remember her surprise when she heard that I called Shu partner. So that goes way back. This is the most confounding thing still to me right now. This page. She's earnest but works really hard. Tends to get a little too caught up in her own ways. Once she's come to a conclusion in her head, it can be like pulling teeth to convince her otherwise. Okay, that tracks both in terms of like what we're literally seeing and what our perception is telling us. Although we're the best of friends now. Okay, but that's not showing up in this exact moment. We've had 2 or 3 huge fights in the past that ended with us not speaking to each other for weeks and weeks. I'm sure we'll end up fighting again in the future, but even if we do, I know we'll be able to make it up again. It's like confidence that she has about her as a friend is like not lining up with this sense of insecurity she has about friendship. Like the insecurity she had about Sakuko that was sort of manifesting as that demon. And that's not out of the ordinary or anything. Like, people are complicated and our views and perceptions are not always harmonized perfectly. There's just certain things about how we define what friendship and familiarity are that take an extra step when you think of like perception. Is that a... Looks kind of like a new enemy. Yeah, that's right. Fucking walk away. I'm busy right now. For example, it is a factual statement that Shu and I have known each other for a long time. It's perception that we are very close. It's a fact that we call each other partners. It's perception that tells us like how deep that term is. It's a fact that Rinko and I have fought and made up before. It's perception that tells us whether we are actually friends, right? Like we could hold two instances of that in each other's minds that are different. And I think that Rinko is maybe struggling a little bit with that. It's a fact that Shu and I have been long-term friends and call each other partner and these sorts of things, but it's largely perception that tells her Hinako is a threat to me and my potential relationship with Shu. And it's perception that tells her, and Hinako is trying to squeeze me out, or we have to do a lot to try to find the alignment between perception and reality, which is so much of the work of like cognitive behavioral therapy and that sort of stuff, like recognizing distortions in thought and trying to bring them close to what's realistic, what there's evidence for. And sometimes like having perception that is not harmonized with reality can be pretty good for you. In fact, it's like my life on paper may look pretty difficult, but I could have the perception that tells me I'm like very happy and satisfied in it. My nervous system is going to respond to the perception at the end of the day. And so like it's both an asset and a danger to us to not look after perception and understand how powerful it is. It's a fact that the Foxman has saved us in a couple of instances. It's perception that would lead us to what are his motives? Is this a manipulative tactic? Is he just like a sexed up distraction mechanism of our mind that is keeping us from seeing some sort of truth? Or is what we see really happening? And he's just the full package. Helpful and charming and attractive and not a threat or a danger at all. We've yet to find out. Okay, where are we going here? Looks like I'm going down. So maybe I could get there from up here to some unexplored areas there, but I wonder, I mean, there's some closed off paths, but I'm just going to go that way and see if I can find a way. Oh, there's a spooky one. Is it gonna lunge? Yeah, that's fucking right. Just stay right there. I see the sleeveless, kind of jacked Hinako with the pipette and said, I'm staying put. That's right! Fucking turnaround! Oh, we're squaring up. We're squaring up. These things are just so intimidated by me. They don't want fucking none of this. Dual fisted on the pipette, and they just turn around. What's up? What's up? What is happening? Why is that actually? Can I really just fucking? Do I really have that much clout that I can just like just get juked out of relevance? Oh, okay. Now I've been chopped up. Maybe this little path. Oh, what is this? A little toolkit? Alright. Just gonna keep evading here. Oh, I can't. I can't hop that fence! Gotta grab the Ramune on the way, though. Gotta do it. Okay, I actually think this was the right way. I just needed to go a little bit further down. What is this snarling I hear? Okay. Oh. I was not ready. Oof. Is it dead? My pipette does need some repairing, though. Okay. Now we're safe. Juked. Some Ramune. Hinako is just an agile collector. That's what she is. Just juking her way into every little nook and cranny. For every little scrap. That one is a little bit new looking. Ah! Shit. Bandage. Okay, let's take this one out. Oh, I can't see right. Okay, big damage. Let's go. Oh. This corridor combat is not helping me out here. Ow, fuck! How dare you! Oh, that was so close. Does this not have like a counterable attack? I don't have any sanity. Just whiffing. Oh, there it was. All right, I get humbled. I'm always due for a little bit of humbling after a whole half hour of shit talk. Okay. I don't like the snarling. I don't want to hear a single snarl from these things. I do not have the fucking resources to clobber these fools, though. I'm just here for the Ramune. Oh my god. Okay. It's going to require some maneuvering. Oh my god. Oh my god. Go. Go. Oh. That was dicey. Okay, we're safe. Got the chocolate. Where the fuck am I? Okay. Another one of those fuckers. Oh, there's a prayer thing. I feel like I should take this one out. Oh shit. No! Counter window. It's so hard to hit. Big damage. Get your licks in. Oh. Oh, game is lagging. That's not good. Oh man, performance is not great right now. Go for it. Yes! Okay. Let's get a bandage going. Probably need restore some sanity there. And I need another toolkit. I need to restore my
まずいな。
pipette.
武器が壊れそうだ。
Both of my pipes are in shape. Oh, look at that! That's exactly what I needed. A third pipe. All right. Well, I can really brandish these ones to completion then. I tell you what, I don't know what's causing all these stutters though. Okay, looks like we are still heading in the right direction. I don't like these little corridor spaces though.
今何かが飛んでったぞ。
You better help her, Shu. I don't think she even wants to be protected by Hinako. Ah, the snarling is getting to me. What is this? Oh, some capsules. More offerings. Shit. Rinko? This way. Which way? I'm bracing for a spook. Shit. Oh, that's the snarler. What is this? Oh, okay. Oh, get fucking juked. That's so fucking tough. I had to do it. I had to break the pipette on this thing. On this fiend. Two pipettes getting broken on this fiend. Okay, that was a new monster. Particularly suspicious monster that walks around on all fours. The greedily staring eyes, the greasy palms, the disgusting way it acts all chummy with me. All of it is completely repulsive. What's more, it never even bothers with guys. Typical. So, I think that there's like some echoes of her people in this. This reminds me of Mom. I wonder if it wants to hurt me the same way that it was hurt. An unsettling smile, like Mom's dual presentation. Supportive in one way, but deferent to father in another. This being kind of like the friends, dressed like them, a monster that pretends to be a scarecrow, just that sort of mask wearing. This reminds me of her feelings about Dad, filled to the brim with maniacal anger. Unfettered anger is no different from a wild animal, far worse than that. And this is a little more cryptic. A suspicious monster that walks around on all fours. Greedy staring eyes, greasy palms, disgusting way it acts all chummy with me. I mean, this just could be Rinko. No, that doesn't fit. Because it never even bothers with guys. Typical. Is this what she sees, like, just the average male as? Greedily staring eyes, greasy palms, disgusting way it acts all chummy with me. Like, just the fakeness of courting, maybe. What's more, it never even bothers with guys. Typical. Like it's more genuine with men. I don't know. All I know is that it gets bashed up. It gets bashed up like any other fucking fiend in this fog town. All the same, they get bashed up. I don't like my position here with only one pipe and one that's about to break. No. No, I do not like it. Shit! Get the other one out. Oh, we're not in good shape here, Hinako. We're not the best at close quarters, to be honest. Big swing. That's fucking right, you can't die yet, Hinako. We've still got shit to do. Fucking finally, I get something sharp. A light knife for slicing meat and fish. That's easy to use. Oh my goodness. I've been waiting, dreaming of finding something sharp and pristine to slash my way through this nightmare. And finally, it's mine. Okay. Get some chocolate. Pretty sure I have a couple items that I can... put on the old equipper. What do we got here? Restore some sanity. Some tea. I'll put that down there. And some Yokon. I mean, I gotta get the Yokon on. Probably should eat some chocolate. Chocolate restores sanity. Step back, girls. This calls for a real showa man. The hot-blooded baseball samurai steps up to the plate. Fucking men always gotta show off. Why are they so fragile?
正常な状態じゃない。正気を失ってるだけなんだ。俺を信じろ。俺だけを見ていろ。お前のことを理解しているのは俺一人だけなんだって知っているだろ。
I'm the only one who really understands it. So that was just someone mansplaining. Hinako's perception is definitely like creating some of what we're seeing here. I guess we can bandage up. I can pick that up. Yeah, her perception of male-feminine dynamics. To me, it doesn't seem like it's a perception of like men bad, women bad. I think that it's a little more nuanced than that. I think she finds people who are not genuine or have hidden motives to be suspicious and dangerous. And she finds that the particular ways that women are inauthentic to be more sly and deceptive. And she finds the way that men are inauthentic as being predatory. Which, like, there are cases that you're going to run into in life where those are true. But they are heightened, it seems. Her awareness of them is heightened. And that's down to like her experiences. Now this I don't know what to make of. All I know is that it looks like a bashable object. That's what I can see. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna get creeped up on something from behind. What is this thing, stupid? Can it not walk through a door? Oh. Oh, I'm stuck. No! I don't want to get spat at. Just wait. Patient. No! No! Ah, that stuff's so hard to dodge. Is there even a way to dodge that? No, Hinako, this isn't good. Every fucking battle is a life or death. This thing, to me, seems like the multiple heads on top of one body feels like it could either be how much the family unit being this like suppressive force on a person's individuality, or like many people having an opinion about how one person should be shaped, like many heads on one body. Did we get an entry on that creature there? These were sort of the big bosses. But have we got an entry on, I guess it's this. A bunch of celluloid dolls intertwined. Yeah. Huh. Okay. Oh, no, it was a new creature. Okay. A face, 2 faces, 3 faces, 4. A monster with a thronging mass of faces. I'm not familiar with any of the faces, yet they seem to know me. It spouts repulsive things one after the other, violating the peace and quiet of wherever it goes. I'm not familiar with any of the faces, yet they seem to know me. To me, that's also like people deciding they have judgments and perceptions about you without really knowing anything about you. And how like circles of people can gossip and judge, and their whole connection to each other becomes that they are a group of people who shit talks or judges others. And so they become this sort of mass of bulging, gross negativity that's not about people having their own unique ideas, but sharing in common ground of hatred of others. It's good shit. Listen to me. Give up on Hinako. What?
もう手遅れだな。どうしようもない。
Why are you saying that stuff? Okay. I need to use something that restores health here. Let's do that. Let's do 2 of those. Grab the bandage. Thank you, Shu, for defending me. Oh, fuck that. My pipette is almost deplenished. Okay, I can upgrade some abilities. Oh, it's another one of those things. No! No, I'm stuck! Okay. Back this way. Up the stairs. Safety. Okay. Let's contribute something. Some faith. I need to increase my abilities, but it requires so much. What is going on here? These prices are insane. Out of control inflation of faith. I need some more fucking health is what I need. I mean, I wouldn't even be able to get that. Damn. I need this stuff. I'm struggling here. All right, I'll save up. There they are.
シュウ君、嘘ついてるよね。
知らねえよ。
騙せてると思う？ひなこを。
ひなこ、遅かったな。心配したぜ。
心配してなかったよ。相棒なら絶対に大丈夫って言ってた。
そうか。ありがとう。
She's not reacting at all to that jealousy. She's not giving any power to it. And maybe that's a sign of like her conviction that they'll be good friends no matter what. Not sure yet. No, I hate the snarlers. Oh, finally. Something to repair my pipette. Men are terrible, women are terrible. Okay, but this sturdy pipette has only done me good. Very unambiguous relationship we have with the pipette. It's been a stable friend, a protector. Something we can really count on. Oh, we got some cat activity. Always happy to have a little bit of cat activity in the midst of a little horrific adventure. Now, I happen to have 2 girl cats. You know what? I was told that girl cats were very difficult and very cold and shrill. And I also was told that they would not be compatible with one another if I happened to get a girl cat and then get another girl cat. Both of these things were untrue. Isn't that right? They're both very affectionate and they get along great. And they take care of each other. But I also know boy cats can be very, very sweet. Now, if I had a boy cat and a girl cat, that's a dynamic I don't know how it would go. And maybe the problem isn't really men or women of the world. You know, maybe it's when you put the two together. Maybe that's where all the problems come out. This is a series that continues to evoke my own concerns about life in a very similar way as the game is for Hinako. Okay, I'm a little stuck now. Okay, I'm a little lost and distracted by the cat activity. I need to find my way. Oh. Looks like I can go through that way, even though it had an X on the map. Okay. What is this? Oh, it glows. Ah, I'm actually fucked. There's so many things. Oh, this is bullshit. No, I'm being distracted by the cat. No, I'm done for. I'm actually vanquished here. Yeah. Cat activity. Got me. Alright. This time I know I'm about to get lunged at by the gross, groveling man monster. No, fuck, I forgot I get stuck on that, though. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! These groveling weeds! They're trying to trap me in marriage with a gross man. Not now. When then, Hinako? I don't want to get trapped by marriage. I need to get my sanity back. Oh shit, that's for stamina. Fuck. Okay. Now I'm just being wasteful. Chocolate. Chocolate restores the sanity. That's real. That's just fucking real. Okay, I might as well get a sprint going since I used a stamina booster. Okay, I'm actually gonna go back and use that save point now that I'm not in combat. I'm literally in combat with another fiend. Okay, let's make an offering here. I really need to I need to boost my health somehow. Let's try this way. What is this? A lantern. Evil warning lantern. A type of revolving lantern that has a long history in Ibisu Gaoka. The picture silhouette rotates inside the lantern due to the air current that the candle makes. Normally, revolving lanterns are for entertainment, but the ones in Ibisu Gaoka are specifically used to ward off evil. In Ibisu Gaoka, there is a custom where women in unlucky ages hang it on the front door during Oban. Women in unlucky ages to ward off evil. What's an unlucky age? Unlucky ages like their birth age, or like age like eras? She's really pestering him.
シュウ君がしっかりと現実を見るまでやめない。
だからやめてくれ。俺は
なら言ってあげる。ひな子はね、死んだんだよ。ひな子は向こうの世界で楽しくやっているんだから。
What?
相棒、遅かったな。さあ、行こうぜ。
What is she talking about? What do you mean she's dead? I'm very much alive.
昔はシュウとこの辺で道草食ってた。
Oh, more scarecrows. Great. Those are my favorite.
Key がかかってる。昔はなかったのに。
鍵は学校にあるはずだ。
ちょっと休憩しようよ。
You haven't even bashed a single thing, Rinko, and you're asking for a break? Jeez. You're just not cut out for this life. For the rugged life.
"相棒も疲れただろう。休んでてくれ。俺は鍵を探してくる。
わかった。
シュウ君が一緒じゃないと嫌だよ。心細いよ。お願い、一緒にいて。ね。
別に俺が一緒じゃなくても。
相棒も少し休め。鍵は私が探す。
そうだよ。シュウ君はずっと戦闘で頑張ってたんだから。 後からついてくるだけだったひな子の方が余裕あるって。
おい、そんな言い方をするなよ。
私は気にしない。二人とも休んでてくれ。行ってくる。
Hmm. It is interesting how protective she's being of something here. Rinko is always asking whether Shu and I are an item. I tell her every time that we're not, but she never seems to buy it. I heard a rumor that Rinko was gossiping about me behind my back. Ooh. I was getting into the gossiping theme a little bit earlier. I suppose love can tear apart even the closest of friends. I don't know what to do. So that's what she's protecting. She clearly cares about their friendship. I think that in a world of uncertainty, and especially uncertainty about relationships and friendship and all of this, the fact that she's written this, like, we've had fights, but we're still best friends, and I'm sure we'll end up fighting, but even if we do, we'll make it up again. Like, there's such a confidence in the closeness there. And for this to be the thing that is shaking that confidence, she's not been, like, retaliating in a possessive way. She's actually doing everything she can to not make it seem like her and Shu are an item. I'll go, get the things from the kitchen. I'll go look for the key. Like, I'm not bothered at all by the two of you spending time alone together. And she's actually offering a lot of grace, despite overhearing or perceiving to overhear. We don't know. This gossiping and the suggestion that we're, like, no longer alive. Like, I don't know what that's about. But she's showing a lot of tolerance to her friend, despite there being some agitation. What that tells me is that she is capable of holding a very complex view of someone in her mind, and not just seeing them in sort of one dimension, where she kind of is in other characters. My father is just a bad, angry man. My mother is just a convictionless servant of my father. Like, she's sort of narrowed them down in these very one-dimensional ways, offering less grace to their circumstances, and maybe with good reason. We haven't seen a lot from them. Those are also individuals in her life who were supposed to be protective. They're parents, and there's no responsibility of that for someone like Rinko, who is just a friend. And so maybe it's easier to have those complex views of her, because she feels like her true nature is more trustworthy than what she's seeing. What she's seeing is someone corrupted by love, which Hinako herself will never be. Unless you put a sexy fox mask on, then you could be a little corrupted. But who wouldn't be, to be honest? I think a sexy fox mask could make anybody lose their conviction like that. But for now, we're trying to protect our friendship. So, we shall see how this progresses in the next chapter. I'm going to pause things for now. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon for the next one. Take care, everybody.